It's a warm night in California, and someone is about to turn the dark into a hobby. Not with speed. Not with brilliance. But with something far more dangerous: patience. This is the story of a killer who treated the police like an audience. Before the name existed, there were just bodies, confusion, and silence. Then the letters started. Cold, neat handwriting. A boast. A threat. And a signature that sounded like a cartoon villain, until it wasn't funny. Zodiac. His crimes hit the Bay Area like a sudden storm that kept circling back. Young couples in parked cars. A quiet place that suddenly isn't quiet anymore. And then, a taxi driver in San Francisco. That last one mattered for a terrifying reason. Because now there were witnesses, and a face. A sketch spread through newspapers like a warning poster from a nightmare. But the Zodiac wasn't hiding from attention. He was feeding on it. He didn't just want to get away with murder. He wanted credit. So he mailed proof, details only the killer should know. And then he added the part that made investigators grin their teeth. Ciphers. Little puzzles tucked beside violence, like a party trick. One cipher was solved and the world leaned in. Waiting for a name. A confession. A mistake. Instead, the message was basically, "I like killing people." Not helpful. Just horrifying. Now the case had two wars happening at once. One in the streets, trying to stop him. And one in the newspapers, trying to understand him. Because he kept writing. Sometimes he mocked the police. Sometimes he promised bigger attacks. Sometimes he sounded like a man performing for a crowd that couldn't leave the theater. And here's where the mystery thickens. The Zodiac didn't need to be a genius to stay unknown. He just needed the world to be messy. And oh, it was messy. Different towns. Different police departments. Different evidence rooms. Different filing systems, back when filing systems were basically vibes and coffee stains. And then came the worst gift a killer can receive. Noise. Cranks sent fake letters. People called in wild tips. Everyone wanted to be part of the story, including liars. Meanwhile, the real Zodiac stayed just out of reach. No clean fingerprints that sealed him. No confirmed DNA back then to end the debate. And no single moment where the killer slipped and said, "It was me." That's the turning point in this case. Not a big chase. Not a dramatic capture. The turning point is, he stops. Or at least the confirmed murders stop. And the case shifts from a hunt to a maze. Because when the attacks slow down, evidence doesn't get fresher. It gets older. Witness memory fades. Leads go cold. And the Zodiac becomes a legend. A legend is dangerous, because legends attract suspects like moths. Over the years, names pile up. Some suspicious. Some convenient. Some pushed hard by books, documentaries, and people who really want the story to end neatly. But the hard truth is this. To officially identify the Zodiac, you need proof that survives a courtroom. Not vibes. Not a strong theory. Not a coincidence that makes your skin crawl. And that proof has always been the missing piece. So why was he never identified? Because he didn't leave a clean trail. Because the case sprawled across jurisdictions at the worst possible time in forensic history. Because the spotlight invited hoaxes, and hoaxes waste years. And because he understood something simple. If you control the story, you can outlive the facts. That's the real chill of the Zodiac case. Not just that he killed, but that he turned his crimes into a performance, and then vanished behind the curtain. And that brings me to the end of this story. If you felt that uneasy question forming, what if he was closer than anyone realized? Good. That's the Zodiac's final trick, leaving you with the mystery. Come back soon. There are more cases out there that still whisper in the dark, and we'll follow them together.